When you reach the very end of time, what will you see? At that moment, the entire universe will shatter your current understanding of the world. This isn't just something that will happen in a few hundred or thousand years, but a colossal leap into the future. To a point 100 trillion years from now, that's a 1 followed by 18 zeros. Buckle up, because we're heading straight toward the end of the universe. A billion years from now, our familiar Earth will become utterly alien. The blue planet may have turned into a barren, desolate rock like Mars. The culprit behind this catastrophic transformation is the sun. Its brightness will increase by 1%, causing a corresponding rise in the heat reaching Earth. Over a billion years, the result will be a global average temperature of about 47 degrees Celsius, 160.60 Fahrenheit. This may not sound shocking compared to hot summer days, but the terrifying part is that it will become the planet's stable average, triggering a total collapse of the ecosystem. First, the carbon cycle will break down. Trees will die as photosynthesis is hindered by the high heat, followed by a chain collapse of the food web and mass extinction of animals. Some life forms might still cling to existence in the deep crevices at the ocean's floor, but as temperatures continue to rise, water will evaporate, and eventually, the oceans will dry up. Earth will become a lifeless rock. Hopefully, before that happens, humanity will have developed interstellar travel to find another refuge. However, within the solar system, nowhere is truly safe. Even Mars will be scorched. Perhaps we'll have to relocate to the icy moons of the gas giants like Jupiter's Europa or Saturn's Titan. With the sun's increased energy, maybe they'll become habitable. Another possibility is that humans will digitize themselves, uploading consciousness into computers, living forever in virtual worlds. But those machines still need to exist somewhere, still need energy, still need someone to maintain them. Thus, physical humans will still need to exist to maintain the servers for their digital ancestors. A cyberpunk future, indeed. Leaving Earth behind, we dive further into the future. About 10 billion years from now, the sun will become a red giant. It will expand, swallowing Mercury and Venus. Earth might escape being consumed, but will certainly be scorched, reduced to a bare iron core. Eventually, the sun will expel its outer layers, forming a brilliant planetary nebula, leaving behind a shrinking core, a white dwarf about the size of Earth. Over trillions of years, it will gradually cool into a cold black dwarf, the final stage of the sun's life. Meanwhile, the Andromeda Galaxy is hurtling toward the Milky Way at 400,000 kilometers per hour. In about 4 to 5 billion years, the two galaxies will collide and merge. However, stars won't collide directly due to the vast distances between them. Instead, gravitational forces will disrupt the orbits of stars. The solar system has a 50% chance of being pushed to the outskirts of the new galaxy and a 12% chance of being ejected entirely, becoming a wandering system. If humans still exist, they will have long since departed on spacecraft. Venturing even farther, around 22 billion years from now, the universe may face a catastrophe. The Big Rip. This is a theory suggesting that dark energy is accelerating the universe's expansion. And if unchecked, it will eventually tear everything apart, from galaxy clusters, galaxies, stars, planets, down to atoms. The universe will dissolve into a sea of subatomic particles. However, this is just one possibility, not a confirmed outcome. Suppose the universe doesn't get ripped apart. Let's continue to 100 trillion years from now. The sky will no longer have stars, they will all have died. Large stars burn fast and die young. Stars like our sun last about 10 billion years, but red dwarfs, the most common type, can live for hundreds of trillions of years. By then, even the last red dwarf will have gone dark. With no hydrogen to form new stars, the universe will sink into darkness. Only white dwarfs, neutron stars, black holes, and brown dwarfs remain, marking the beginning of the degenerate era. Occasionally, white dwarfs might collide and spark a supernova, or two brown dwarfs might merge and emit a faint glow. But these are mere flickers in the eternal night. If intelligent life still exists then, perhaps they have abandoned physical bodies, becoming beings of pure energy or integrated consciousness within megastructures. a future seemingly straight out of science fiction. Continuing onward to a quadrillion, trillion years from now, matter itself begins to decay. And by the time 10 Fort Worthy's years have passed, that's a 1 followed by 40 zeros, if current particle physics theories are correct, protons will start to decay. At that point, atoms will no longer exist, and matter will completely disintegrate. White dwarfs, neutron stars, all gone. Only black holes remain. They devour everything left, becoming enormous and dominating the universe in the black hole era. But even black holes aren't eternal. According to Hawking radiation theory, black holes slowly evaporate. This process is extremely slow, like a lake losing a single drop every billion years. For supermassive black holes, this evaporation takes unimaginably long. Then, when time reaches 10 years, a 1 with 100 zeros, all black holes will have disappeared. The universe enters its final stage, the dark era, also known as heat death. At that point, the universe has expanded so much it's immeasurable, nearly empty, with only a few photons and neutrinos drifting in isolation. No energy, no motion, no information, only eternal darkness and silence. A lonely, frozen end. Of course, some scientists have proposed a different theory, the Big Crunch. In this scenario, the universe will contract after its expansion peaks, triggering a new Big Bang, creating a cyclic universe. But based on current observations, the most supported scenario is still heat death, the Great Freeze. In any case, don't worry too much. First, we don't live nearly long enough to witness any of this. Second, all these ideas are based on current science, and the timeframes involved are unimaginably vast. Who knows? In the far future, humans or some hyper-advanced civilization may reach unimaginable levels, like in the novel The Three-Body Problem, where they master new physical laws and create their own universes, artificial spaces, or even time bubbles. The journey from now to the end of the universe ends here. If your head is spinning, but you're also fascinated, keep exploring. You may discover that, in the cold and the dark, lies the beginning of a new question. Who are we in this infinite universe?